Why did you find this yellow-faced woman? Tian Hao didn't know that almost all the people around him were bought by his wife. Every day he went and who came to him, his wife knew exactly where he went, what he did, whom he met. Hearing that Claire came to Tian Hao, his wife immediately became vigilant. Claire was a famous beauty in Orus Hill. Because his wife was so ugly, she hated the beauty most. Hearing that Claire was here, she immediately set out to the office. Really? As soon as she arrived, she found out that her husband was going to get together with Claire. Tian Hao was shocked at this time, and hurriedly said, Wife, listen to me. Let me explain. It was she who seduced me. Claire's face was flushed with redness and her clothes were a little untidy. She was immediately angry and cursed. D***MN. You dog men and women. None of you can escape today. Having said that, she immediately said to the bodyguards around her, Get me the dog and the bee, TCH. Several bodyguards rushed up immediately, grasped Tian Hao firmly, and held Claire with their hands behind their back. Lianpo first rushed to Tian Hao, slapped in the face, and yelled, You be at starred. Our Feng family treats you very well. Without our family, you still don't know which public toilet to use. Yeah, you still dare to betray me. As Lianpo said, she beat him hard, shaking angrily. Tian Hao was screaming and cried, My wife, don't blame me, you really can't blame me. Blame this vixen, she seduced me. Lianpo asked coldly, You tell me clearly what is going on. Tian Hao hurriedly explained, This Claire, there is a problem with the cash outflow at home, so she wants to come to me on credit for 10 million building materials. Our factory never credits, you know, and I never give anyone credit opportunity. Speaking of this, Tian Hao pointed at Claire angrily and cursed, This shameless vixen. Seeing that I refused her, she said that he would accompany me to sleep, hoping that I could give her building materials on credit. Lianpo asked coldly, Then you go up and get ready to sleep with her? I didn't. Tian Hao said bitterly, I was just confused for a while, but nothing really happened between me and her. Lianpo was so annoyed that she stepped forward to Claire and looked at her, who was already a little confused. She raised her hand and slapped her severely. Smelly bee, TCH. Do you dare to seduce my husband and see me today? I won't kill you? I will not only kill you. I will destroy your sorrowful face. Lianpo slapped Claire's face and immediately made Claire a little more sober. She covered her face, looked at the fierce woman in front of her, and subconsciously asked, Who are you and what are you going to do? Lianpo gritted her teeth and said, What am I going to do? I'm going to kill you, you stinky frame. After all, she shouted to the bodyguard next to her, Where's the knife? Give it to me. I'm going to cut off the face of this stinky frame. Yes, miss. The bodyguard immediately took out a sharp knife and said respectfully, Miss, with this kind of person, don't dirty your hands, let me do it. Lianpo raised her hand and gave him a slap, grabbed the knife from his hand, and cursed, Bastard RD, dare to talk to me at this time? The bodyguard immediately knelt on the ground and said in horror, Miss, I was wrong, please forgive me. Lianpo kicked him away and said angrily, Get out of here. After that, with a knife, she would come over and scratch Claire's face. Claire was trembling in fright, trying to break free, but her body was controlled by the bodyguard, and she couldn't move at all, and her body was so soft that she couldn't get her strength. At this critical moment, someone suddenly shouted, Give me the knife. Lianpo turned her head, and a young man rushed in with 10 men in black. Who are you, drafting, dare to take care of my business? Do you know who I am? Charlie gritted his teeth and said, I don't F***C King care who you are. After speaking, he rushed over and kicked the woman out. Seeing Charlie, Claire broke down and cried, yelling, Husband, save me. With luck, Charlie gathered all the spiritual energy in his body on his fist, and suddenly punched the two bodyguards who were holding his wife. Boom! The two of them were blasted out in an instant and hit the wall directly, and fell unconscious. Claire was no longer under control, but when her legs became weak, she immediately fell to the ground. Charlie immediately rushed up and hugged her in his arms, seeing a slap print on her face, The blood was dripping with distress. "Claire, don't worry. Husband will give you revenge." Claire cried bitterly, hugged Charlie, crying, and said, "Husband, husband, take me home." Charlie patted her on the back and calmly said, "Don't worry, your husband will take you home, no one can hurt you."